Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Sandra. Welcome. If this is your first time, don't forget, hit the like button, subscribe, and share the channel. If you've been here before, you already know the drill. Hit any of those buttons down below. They all work. It's absolutely free, but it sends a message to the YouTube algorithm that this is valuable content. Today, I wanted to share with you all 6 valuable lessons that I have learned throughout my time here in Southeast Asia. It's not like it's life earth shattering or anything like that, but these are things that I probably knew, but being here in Southeast Asia has really brought these things to the forefront. The first one is the power of community. Coming from the US, where everything is consumer driven, capitalism, do for yourself, individualism, it is really quite the opposite in Southeast Asia. I live near the airport, so you're going to hear airplanes. What I noticed here is that people live differently. They live in close proximity. They share. It's this whole sense of community. They get it. It's this attitude of we're in it together, which is kind of different from what you might see in the US. And so watching how Asian people help one another, how they live together, how they don't put their elderly out, it has been so refreshing, and it just kind of renews my faith in people. I saw it in Bali, how people live in community. In America, once you turn 18, some of us, and particularly in my culture, black culture, it's like 18 and out. 21, you gotta go make your way, go find your way. It's not like that. You will see families, generations of families living in the same compound. That sense of community, we help each other, we support one another, has been particularly refreshing for me to see and be a part of, because they've embraced me. In Bali, I promise you, if you want to know nice people, go to Bali. You won't meet nicer, more friendly, more giving people on the planet. Thai people are like that too. Thai people are very friendly. I don't know if it's not outwardly friendly, but they will help you. They will share with you. And once you get to know Thai people, you'll see that come out. So that sense of community, not the focus on individualism, has been so refreshing to see, and how we're all interconnected, how nature is important. So that's one of the first things. I think the second big lesson is this concept of simplicity over excess. This kind of minimalism. In many Southeast Asian countries, you'll notice that they live in small, the footprint is just smaller, not these big, not that they don't exist, but most people, normal people, everyday folks, they live on a smaller footprint with less stuff. The place isn't chugged. There's a simplicity about that. Very simply, when I was in Bali, I saw very simple concrete structures. People didn't have a bunch of furniture and a bunch of things, but they were still happy. They were content. Here in Chiang Mai, it's developed and modern and all of that stuff, but the apartments tend to be smaller, and you don't see all the tchotchke, all of that stuff. And so that has helped me maintain my own attempt at a minimalist lifestyle. I sold my house and all that stuff. Lord, when I tell you, closets chugged, basement chugged, garage chugged, all that stuff is weighty. You might not know it, but it is weighty. What I exchanged for that is, y'all know I travel with 2 suitcases and a backpack. And what that has given me is freedom. I'm talking about real freedom. If I wake up in the morning and decide that I want to go to Japan, all I have to do is pack a backpack, throw it on my back, and I'm out of here. I can take a backpack, I can take a carry-on. When I had my house and car and all that stuff, you have to worry about, who's going to watch you, who's going to tend to all this, protect your stuff. I don't have that to worry about now. And it has been so freeing. I don't have to worry about, if squatters are going to take over my house when I'm out of town. That's not a thing for me. And so this sense of simplicity over excess, and the freedom that it gives you, not just the freedom in your physical, but mentally, I'm free. And physically, I literally can move about the globe with ease. That has been a gift. And watching Asian people living it every day, I'm telling you, it is a gift. The third thing that I knew this before, but that I see in practice is this kind of mindfulness in everyday life. I watch how Asian people move slowly, except in Singapore. Singapore, they walk fast. I don't know what that's all about. But people, I don't see people rushing. You know how folks in Chicago walk and New York? We walk with a purpose. Straight ahead. No, people here kind of savor. They savor a meal. I saw it in Spain too, where people legitimately take a siesta. They close the shops down in the middle of the day. They savor friendships. They talk over lunch. It's not a 30-minute lunch break. For real, teachers, when I was teaching, you got a 20-minute, sometimes you got a 30-minute lunch break. You had to do everything. You had to eat, go to the bathroom. Man, no, that's inhumane. Being able to see other cultures and how they do it and how they value mindfulness, and they're present. They're present at dinner. For me, now it's like in the morning when I have my coffee, I'm not rushing. I am taking my time. It's me and my cup of coffee. I ease into my day now. What a gift to my nervous system. Many times, I'm creating content and doing other things, but some days I'm just laying across my bed with my thoughts, reflecting. And I'm telling you, it has allowed me to process things that I left for years unprocessed, just didn't have time, didn't have the bandwidth. Now I do. And watching other people do it, it lets me know, okay, it's cool. It's gonna be okay. So that sense of mindfulness in just your everyday interactions, I'm telling you, it's a gift. The fourth one this was really an eye opener for me, is the way they respect elders and traditions. And this, I saw this in practice. The first place that I stayed here, there was a courtyard in front. And I think one of the ladies that worked there would bring her two boys with her to work every day. And the boys would kick this ball around in the courtyard, two cute little boys. Every time I came out of that door, those boys would grab that ball, pick it up off the ground, stop the game completely, and bow. What? Where do they do that? I don't care if I came out of that building 7 times in a day. They did that every time they saw me. It's this reverence for elders and the knowledge that elders have. And I'm telling you, it was really special to see. I felt safe, protected, and valued. I can't say I always felt that way, back home. You get old there and start moving too slow, you might get victimized. This is a whole different thing. I never worry about anybody trying to hurt or harm me here because there is this reverence for elders. The fifth one is the balance between work and play. We now in the US, we're starting to talk about work-life balance. That's kind of like a new buzzword. But when I tell you, here in Asia, in Southeast Asia, work is not the premier thing. When you ask somebody what they do, they don't answer with their job. If you ask somebody in the US what they do, the first thing they're gonna tell you is what they do for work or their business. That's not the case. If you ask somebody here, they might say, well, I paint. I mean, first of all, it's an odd question to ask. I saw that again in Spain. People will tell you what their hobbies are, what they enjoy doing. And that is a whole mindset shift. I am not necessarily what I do and what I produce. And so watching people take the time to spend with family, to enjoy and celebrate festivals and keep tradition alive, that's important. And so, yes, everybody works. Everybody has to work to eat, but they don't work like we do in the US. We work, we live to work. Here it is, they work to live. And once you have enough, that's enough. Your job isn't the primary thing. It's not the most important thing. Making money, amassing more stuff, that's not the most important thing. I really appreciate how Asian people take out the time to spend quality time with family. And I'm talking about multi-generational. You will see grandmother, You'll see mom with babies. You see the whole gamut. And that has, I don't know, it makes me feel good when I see it. It's like, yeah, that's what I want. I want to recreate that with my family. I want to see that kind of multi-generational living and this balance where we take some of the emphasis off how much do I have, how much can I acquire. And the sixth one wasn't really new for me, but the sixth one is a gratitude practice, a daily gratitude practice. And I probably always did that. Just I'm a Christian, I'm a believer. So I always woke up in the morning with a prayer. And in that prayer, it was second nature for me to name the things that I was grateful for. I'm always grateful for and appreciative of my health. First of all, I woke up. My kids are healthy. Nobody called me in the middle of the night. Nothing happened. I'm grateful for the hot water, y'all. Seriously, those little things. It sounds small. It sounds crazy, but I think when we start there, when something shows up or a problem shows up, I'm no longer looking at it from what I don't have. It's like, well, wait a minute. Let's start with what you got. You have this much. It just reframes everything for me when I start from a place of gratitude. And I see that every day. The monks here come out in the morning and they walk. I'm near this mountain, and you'll see them come out and they collect alms. And you will see people who don't have a lot. They don't have a lot to begin, but they will share a small portion of rice or fruit or something with the monks. And so to see people who have so little share with someone else, because monks can't have stuff and things, they can't accumulate things. People who have so little share. It's like, wow. Because the truth is, if you got 3 grains of rice more than what you need, more than you can eat, that's abundance. You got all you can have. Why wouldn't you share the rest with somebody else, not hoard it? And so watching them live that gratitude practice out every day, wow. It took a practice that I already was steeped in, and it just brought it to life. And it's like, yep, that's the way. Gratitude, humility, those are all beautiful virtues. And to see them play out every day in this peaceful, beautiful, green, serene place, man, I'm telling you, it's a good life. It's a good life. So that's it. Those are the 6 things that I kind of learned or have been reinforced for me, or I've gotten a chance to see them play out in everyday life. So, yep, it's been a good experience. But yeah, if you like this kind of content, if you want to hear more about my travels throughout Southeast Asia, you know where to find me. I'll be putting together more things, sharing. I think I'm going to do some temple tours. I haven't shared a temple tour in a long time. So stay tuned for more content from Southeast Asia and Chiang Mai. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.